And welcome to Larry's computer class. Today we're going to work on Microsoft Office. We're going to work on Microsoft Word. Simply go to your programs, or all programs, whichever start menu you have, Microsoft Office, and click on Microsoft Word. Now I can show you a little shortcut here. This is a sample video, so we're not going to get into too much detail, but you can, if you use Microsoft Word a lot, you can go to here till it turns blue. Right click on it, hit copy, close that, go to your desktop to an open area, right click again, and hit paste. And that will create a shortcut. And then you can go directly from your desktop to Microsoft Word. And that works the same for all of them: PowerPoint, Excel, Access, anything that's in your start menu you can do that with. Now, we start with Microsoft Word. Give it a minute to load. And here we are. This is Microsoft Word 2007. There is a Microsoft Office 2010 out. I believe that's the newest one. I'm not sure about. We can start up here. We have our main menu, Home, Insert, Page Layout, References, Mailings, Review, and View. Basically, on Homes, we have all kinds of buttons and display things and settings. We have font. This is to change all your fonts, your font color, your font style, your font size, bold, Italian, underline. We'll get into all that in the main course when you get in that far. Paragraph, it just tells you how to set up paragraphs. Different styles, whether you want left to right, whether you want indents, whether you want it centered, whether you want everything from the left. These are different styles you can use, change styles, and a couple other editing settings over here. The first thing we'll talk about, other than that, we have Insert. Insert has a lot of little icons on it too. Insert cover page. If you're doing a resume and you have a cover page that you've done, you can click here and insert it. You can insert a blank page if you need more room. Your page breaks, we'll get into that a little more in the main video, but that just sets, if you're doing a paper and it's 3 or 4 or 5 pages long, you can set your page breaks so that when you print, it determines what information goes on which page. If there's 5 pages, you can set your page breaks, and your printer will know where to stop printing for that page, and then it will go on to the next page. Tables, you can insert all kinds of tables. If you want just one line, if you want 2 blocks, if you want 3 blocks, if you want 2 rows, just highlight whatever you want. You can make as many as you want. You can highlight all of them, and then just click on it and you have a table. You can put in information, whatever you want, whatever kind of table you're doing. Numbers, words, you can write in here. You can put numbers up here. You can add graphs, all kinds of things like that. Go back to insert. You can insert pictures. This is from your computer. If you have pictures in your picture file, you can simply click on pictures. And you can browse through your picture folders. If you want a picture, just double click on it and it inserts it. And you can adjust your picture and grab it by the corner, make everything smaller, let go, and put it in your graph. One thing about pictures, you'll notice when I grabbed it by the corner, it moves it and keeps it the same size, just a little smaller. It doesn't change your width or height. If you change it this way, up and down, sometimes, not so much on this picture because this is actually a pretty big picture, but sometimes your pictures and your writing will get distorted if you change it side to side or up and down. So to avoid this, you can use your corners. Use your corners to adjust your picture size. And you can make it pretty small if you want. And then click off it and your little lines will go away. What else we have on Insert? We have Clip Art. Clip Art is a list of pictures from Windows. They're put out by Microsoft that are added to Microsoft Word and PowerPoint, and you can just go to a list, put in what kind of clip art you want, buildings, computers, people, anything you want, you put in here, you click go, and it'll show you a bunch of default pictures that you can put on your graph or in your picture, whatever you want. Shapes adds all your different shapes. Smart art, that's just fancy art. These are fun, some of these. You can change the colors, change the writing, change the size, and all kinds of things you can do in there. Charts, these are graph charts, however you want them. All different kinds of graphs. Hyperlinks. Hyperlinks are links to other web pages. You can put in, if you have pre-links already on your computer, you can use them, or you can put in here http ://www dot whatever you want, and it will add the link to a picture. Say you wanted to add something to this picture, you could go to hyperlink, type in the address, actually put it down here, www.larryscomputerclasses.com. You click OK, and now this picture actually becomes a hyperlink. If you can see here, it says the web address you're going to, control, click the link. So what you do is you hold your control button, which is CTRL control, and you click on this once, and it will bring you to that web page. And that's how you do hyperlinks. Give it a minute, and there you go. It brings you to my web page. Pretty cool, pretty interesting. What else? Chart, bookmarks. You can set a hyperlink to a bookmark. You can go into your bookmarks and pick a hyperlink from your bookmark. That's covered in browsers. If you don't know what bookmarks are, you can watch our browser video and that will show you. Bookmark is for Firefox, Safari, Chrome. Internet Explorer uses favorites, but I believe it's the same thing here. Cross references, that's a little more into it than we need to get into today. But what else we have? We have headers and footers. You have your header. Your header is on the top of the page. Your footer is on the bottom of the page. You can put in a blank one, and then you can type up here. If you want to put a picture in your header, you type something in here, your company name, your picture, phone number, description, whatever you're doing. If you're doing a resume, you can put your picture in, your name, address, phone number, email address, whatever you want to put on your resume, you can put on the top. Insert. And there's a lot of different things. We're not going to get into every one of these for a sample, but there's all kinds of things in here. Page layout just determines what kind of page you have. Your margins, you can adjust your margins. Choose the width and the height of your margins, top and bottom, all different styles. Mirrored pages. Line numbers. If you want line numbers in there, you can put page color, your background page, your borders. Watermark is, well, as you can see, it says draft in the middle of the paper. What that does is if you're doing something that you don't want people to copy, they have copyrights or something like that, if you want to just show a sample, you can put a watermark on here saying do not copy, stuff like that, copyright protected, stuff like that. Your indents, spacing, things like that. Under page layout, references. References you really don't use too much, but biography, you can use a biography. If you're writing a paper and you need references, you can use a biography of the author to add to it. Things like that. Not too much in here you do too often. Mailing, start a merge. You can add mail from your email address in your personal references. Any listings, mail listings you have, you can import from here. Recipients, the same thing. Recipients that you have on a list, you can add here. Review. simply go through, do some research. Thesis is a dictionary that tells you about words that are similar to the ones you're using. If you have a word and you want to use something different that means the same thing or a little stronger version of the word, you can go into theses. It gives you a bunch of examples. Translates foreign languages. Spelling and grammar check. Make sure that's all set before you actually print something. Track changes, shows you any changes you've had. Markups, all kinds of different things. Accept, compare, protect document if you want to add a password to it and protect it so people can't get to it. View is just what it's going to look like when you're done with your margins. You got your header, your chart, everything like that. You'll have your page margins here for your printer. You can go to page 1, you can go to page 2, you can set your page width, all things like that. Design is kind of the same thing as home, but it adds a little more features. You got your header design, footer designs. You can design different ones. They show you examples, how you want it laid out, how you want to set it up, the whole list of different things you can use. And that's pretty much it. If you choose to purchase this class, we will get into projects and do different things. Show you how to do resume layouts. We can show you how to do charts. If you want to do a monthly budget, if you want to keep track of all your finances, we can make a nice little chart with all your bills, how much you pay, the month. We'll actually go to another sheet with the totals, so at the end of the year you can click and see how much you spent on each thing throughout the year. Pretty good. We'll have all kinds of exercises and stuff like that. I hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you, and I hope to see you soon.